What's up with y'all? This, CEO of PMD Performance, Go Talk, and PMD Exclusive, Dwayne Tucker. We got right here with us my boy Chase Bingmon, our brand ambassador. We just got done, doing a photo shoot or whatever for him being officially he been signed, but, we kind of made it official, him being the brand ambassador. All three of our brands, the company, overall, if you want to just kind of sum up everything we got going on, you just the PMD enterprise, whatever you're gonna call it, but it's our first guy we just signed, my boy Chase Bingmon, man. You know what I'm saying? What you want to say to the people? How you feeling after signing your first NIL deal?
Yeah, I'm just feeling great. You already know the backstory between me and this guy right here, CEO. We came a long way, been down since we started. Day one, my dog.
I mean, like what he's saying is just, it's so crazy because like, we started this and, if y'all don't know, this is my blood cousin.
Blood.
Yeah, his grandma, my grandma's sister, so this is my blood cousin. And him just watching me do what I did coming up, as a player, like, and him being, I think we're 7 years apart, so him just watching me coming up and then, obviously I had my aspirations and my goal was to go to the league and that stuff didn't work out. And I ended up coming back and it ended up being like perfect timing when I started coaching. I started coaching here in Terrell and that was his freshman year. And it's been like, him having somebody that he looked to aspire to be like, if not better. And then now, me actually being his coach was just like, it instantly just clicked, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just had that bond and it's just like, that's just one thing I want to sit down, put this on camera so y'all can get to know, Chase a little bit more. And also, just for him to get off his chest, you know what I'm saying? Just the stuff that he been dealing with, going through as far as getting to where he is now. And then also just that dynamic, like, how does, like, first of all, what was it like having that dynamic, your freshman year coming and me being your coach,
Yeah, going to my freshman year, you being my coach, it was amazing. I looked up to you since I was a kid, watching you pop. I almost coached. Watching you pop your stuff on the field, the same field that you can coach me on. So, coming in, I was excited, learned a lot from you. So I just wanted to show you that I've been there. So, you know what I'm saying? That first year was crazy.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, you love to chase your dreams.
Yeah.
So, I ain't had you my sophomore year, which was, I was sad, I was hurt.
Yeah, you didn't want me to go.
Boom. Fast forward, junior year though, came back, the MJ year, MJ story. Came back. Man, we went 3 rounds, 2000. Only third one to do it, he the second one. He number one though. So yeah, we came back, we went 3 rounds, my junior year I got my first offer. First offer, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy, the Prairie View. Yeah, that was crazy on the visit and everything.
How was you speaking of that, like, because how it all happened, it was like, I reached out, to my person I looked up to, like a mentor, Coach Fred, it's like my pops, man, he know that, like, he called me son, I call him pops, like, he was a running back coach OC at the time, and then he was just like, ain't nothing gonna be given to Chase, like, he gotta go get it. So like, when I first reached out and showed him, he's like, all right, that's cool, let me see what he do next week. And the next week, that's the year, his junior year, he like, it was like 10 touchdowns and 900-something yards in 3 games. After that third game, he had 315, 5 touchdowns. He was like, it's basically set in stone, y'all coming up here tomorrow, but like, basically tell him like it's already said, like he got the offer. And it was like, we got up there, we was in the weight room, and my pops came through, I dapped him up. He was like, where Chase is? He was excited to see me, he was ready to see him though, and then he went straight to him and just told him face to face, like, you got an offer here at Prairie View, it's committable, like, you are a guy, like, this is you who I want. And it was just crazy, like, how was you feeling in that moment, like?
That was like my first moment, like, it's a feeling that you can't describe for real. It was just, like, all that work that we done grinded, put through, everything we done been through, all the struggles we done been through, everything we overcame, it just came in that one moment. It was just, felt amazing, felt like, started something special for real.
Yeah. And then think about that, that was like the beginning of his like junior year, like that was like 3rd game of the season. He got, second, 3rd game of the season, he got that offer, and it was like, you could tell he was still hungry for more. Like, that's what makes him stand out, to me, as far as like not just him being my cousin, not just being somebody that I coach, but like everybody not gonna get this right here. Everybody not gonna get this because to me, when it comes to my brand, my company, it's named after my granny. So like it means something more than just I just want an athlete that got a lot of popularity or whatever it is to bring more into my brand. I need somebody that can the same more as I had, like same more as I had on and off the field as far as like wherever we at, we still trying to go. It's still more to get. It's still more working. It's like you've seen the rest of the year. He tore up the whole district. He's tore up the whole, state of Texas. He's tore up the whole division of 5A, and everybody knew who Chase Bingmon was. It's like I just seen like that dog. Like it was just in his eyes. Like once he got that offer, it's like it's more to get. Like back against the wall, we went after that. The crazy thing about it was those 3 games we had only won one. We went 1-4 at the beginning of the season. It's like after that bye week, he was one of the guys that like stepped up in that locker room as a junior and was like, "We finna flip this switch and we got to get it going 4-1." End of the season, that was 5-5, and then go 3 rounds deep. Upset Texas High. That was supposed to be going on that was supposed to be their state run that year, and they ended up upsetting them. He scored the game-winning touchdown. It was just like everything aligned to it, and it's like. You kind of fast forward his senior year, he had 1,600 yards, 2,000 all-purpose that year, and just seeing them continue that grind, it's like, now we just want to, get to the college point now. Like, now we enter, when Chase got to his freshman year, and it's like, Coach Fred had left, he ended up going to Southern, Chase had new coaches that had ended up coming in, and it was like, he had to, prove himself all over again. So, he had a coach that recruited him that was his offensive coordinator. When he got there, that coach was gone, had a new offensive coordinator. And it was like, you could just tell, everybody knew he should have been playing. Like, no way he should have had red shirt his freshman year. But, I told him, we had a conversation. He know it, it was that or this. You could be playing, you could be that dude, or you can go through your red shirt. It's this is the way that, you need to go about and handle it. I could say that all day, but I could tell him that, but I never went through that. I played. I didn't know how I feel to not only not play, but know that you're one of those guys that should be playing. And the way, I told him, the way he handled that, his character was that's even more wild. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm gonna give him what he deserved because he deserved it. It's more to him just coming into what y'all see now, his freshman year being an All-American. That year before, where he should have been already a freshman All-American, which he was. Obviously, he was, and he only played 4 games. They had already nominated him as a freshman All-American when he really redshirted. So he's actually a 2-time freshman All-American, which is crazy because everybody's seen, as far as on the HBCU and college football platform, that he should have been playing. He should have been playing more. But the way he handled it. So now you fast forward to this year. He got recruited by an offensive coordinator. Played redshirt his freshman year with an offensive coordinator. Whole new coaching staff coming. He's now had 3 offensive coordinators from the time he got recruited to his first year. He had 3 offensive coordinators. All y'all guys that know that play college ball, y'all understand to see where he is now, to go through 3 different coaches, that is not normal. Some of y'all went through a process where you had a coach and then the coaching changed and it's a whole different dynamic. Y'all know how it is when new coaches come in. Part of college, I was a college coach that year, his sophomore year when I left. I went to go be a college coach. So in those recruiting meetings, and you sit down and you going through that recruiting process, those coaches that go and recruit players, part of their job is recruiting. A kid that recruit, they got to show that kid can play. So you put 2 and 2 together. The kid that they recruited is obviously going to have the leeway more to the kid that they didn't recruit because they have to show the coach, hey, this kid I recruited can play. I'm a good recruiter. He went through 3 of that and still ended up being that guy, still becoming a freshman All-American, FCS All-American, HBCU All-American, Freshman of the Year in the SWAC, HBCU Freshman of the Year. Is that all of them? I mean, this is just accolades on 1 year. Then the year before, he was a freshman All-American, obviously just as a red shirt. Obviously I'm saying a lot because this is a lot, but just speak on it, how you going through all that, because obviously, yes, people see, oh, you his mentor, you his trainer, but you had to go through that. You had to do that. So how did you feel going through that process?
Yeah, starting off, it was a real stay down. Luckily I had this dog in my corner, keep me level-headed, keep me in the right place. Stay reporting back to him what's going on. He always got the good input. He tell me something, I'm listening. All 100, I'm all in with him. So yeah, he kept me level-headed. So I'm going through it. My first year. Real true freshman year, red-shirted, only played 4 games, but the 4 games I played, I went crazy, which earned me freshman All-American. So yeah, we go through that season, not a good season as a team, but I'm still there learning. So I really think it was a good thing that I red-shirted. I got experience, I got some play time to get used to the speed as well. So going into my next spring, come in, my dog Coach Jack, switch. He came to PV and changed the whole culture around. Came and said what he was gonna do. He did, as y'all see. So he came in, put us to work, gang culture. So we went through the spring and all that. I earned my spot in the spring. I ain't start how I wanted to start, but through the spring I proved my point, proved who I am, and they believed in me. So going into fast forward summer. start fall, all that. I'm starting back. You know, we got nobody believe in us though, as everybody know. You know, it's all the same old PV, a lot of D2 coaches and D1 rejects. You know, so we start off the season. You know, everybody on the team already knew what we was already prepared to do, knew who we was. So, you know, fast forward, we go through the season. Great season.
Before you get to that, the first game you start, the TSU game. First game, man. TSU, I'm watching, I'm at the crib, I'm like, he going crazy, he doing his thing, he told the Rock, they talking about him. But the biggest thing to me, and which I want you to speak on, is that game-winning drive, and even the drive before that, it's like, we know what he can do with the football. But like, I always told him, like, you're going to be a better player than me when you can show that you can play without the ball. And that's picking like, to my big third down, he picked up pass pro, backer come blitz, he standing him up, go back, like quarterback threw it first down, and another big third down, maybe it was fourth down. And you come down on the check down, you catch it, you run up the sideline, you know, to set up the touchdown, the game winner. Like, what was going through your whole mind? This is honestly your first year, in your first game starting, and it's in a clutch moment. Like, what was going through your head? Like,
the whole time I'm just thinking, everybody who know me, I'm always gonna say I'm that guy. So in my head, I know I'm that guy, so I gotta play like it and make them plays for my team. So in that moment, I knew, you know, I gotta step up and protect my quarterback. You know, make sure he deliver the right pass, and then once my QB got in trouble, you know, I was there to help him catch the ball, make my play. So I just did my job, my 1 out of my 11, you know, to succeed and win the game.
Okay, so yeah, that was, like I said, that was the moment I knew. All right, like, we know what he's going to do when he touch the ball. We know how he's going to carry the ball, all of what he put in, the talent he got. That let me know, okay, he might be ready for that. That next was coming, which was the FCS All-American, all that stuff, and actually being that guy. Because having the mentality is, you know, us being smaller, shiftier backs, you know, when you having to pick up blitzes and all that, those linebackers, they looking at their chops when they see little old Joker coming through there like him. They trying to run him over, do all that, and he's standing them up and actually blocking way better in pass pro than he did when he's actually here at Turl. So that let me know his mentality was already like, it's already shifted and went up. So we fast forward and it's like, now you get to, you know, you had a 180-yard game, you had multiple 100-yard games, you balling. We come to Southern, a game where we couldn't get over the hump and beat them when I was playing. We always would be Grambling. Southern was the game for us to win the West and actually go and, you know what I'm saying, actually play in the Sweat Championship. I failed 4 times, 0-4 versus Southern. Go out there and watch him play, and he's like the catalyst. Like, he's catching the ball in the backfield, running in, catching the ball, check downs, he catching it, getting 12, 13, 15 yards. You could just see he's like separating himself on the field, and it's like, man, I'm just like sitting back watching. I'm like, that's what we talked about. Michael Jordan's story. Like,
MJ's story. Like, crazy.
Like, I don't know. Then you get to like the SWAC championship game. That big catch you had to set it up for them, you know, to win the game. Like, how, like, what's like what is going through your mind really? Like, you know, just get the people, like, what's really going through your mind when all that's happening? Because again, like I said, I want to know too, because like, I have not been there. So it's like, what was going through your head? Like, you know, are you chill? Are you calm? Are you like, man, are you just steady telling yourself, like, I'm good because I'm that guy?
Like, in those moments, like, you can never prepare yourself. Well, you can say you prepare yourself for that moment till you get in that moment. And, you know, all you reflect back to is them times when you by yourself, me and you, indoor, just stick here, stick there, stay under yourself. Put your hands out, catch the ball like this, you know, make this move, make it this way, you know. So you revert back to all that in that moment, and it just, you know, you just make that play, but I was so calm, though, so.
You can tell.
Yeah, I was just very calm, you know. Gotta stay poised and remember who you are. You know, y'all already know I'm gonna say, I'm that guy.
That guy, so, and it's like, it's back to, you know, for the ones that's watching, especially I know the young boys y'all gonna watch, you know, all y'all boys, you know, it's a lot of y'all that I'm training or I'm coaching, or even if you ain't even, like, I'm not training or coaching, and you just looking up, watching me from a distance, it's like, listen to what he just said. That's like I tell you all the time, it ain't gotta be with me, you can go train with whoever. Make sure you putting some work in, because what he say he went back to. When, in those moments when you tired and it's nut gutting time, and it's in those moments, you're gonna revert back to what you know and what you train. And so all those times is plant that foot here, hands here. That's what he reverted back to. If you ain't working in those times, when the moment get, because I'm telling you now, I was in the stands watching the game. When they came out screaming, da-da-da, the fans, JSU screaming, we PV, I'm getting chills, and I'm not even out there on the field, so I know as a player, people can say that stuff don't get to them, but when you sitting there, you're really trying to calm yourself down, because it's like, this moment is a big moment. Watch him go out there, you can tell, just like, as a coach and as a player, like a former player, I'm watching him, it's like, you know he's calm in those moments. Like, he is reverting back to that, and that's what he was doing, making big plays, getting good hard runs, and it's like, that's what this is all about. This is what, what he's put here to do, what I'm put here to do, as far as not just with him, just any of y'all athletes. And you ain't gotta be an athlete. You can be somebody I went to school with. Like, you got big moments in life that you gotta settle back and go back to what you revert to, and that's how are you getting up and starting your morning. Like, you starting your morning being positive. Are you getting started in the morning? If you are, if you got some type of religion, like, are you talking to your God? Are you getting yourself going? Are you actually going back to, hey, this is what I'm finna do today. I'm disciplined. I'm getting up at this time. Here. This is what I'm finna do. So guess what? When times get hard in life, something happen, you're going through stuff, kids, wife, financial reasons, what have you been doing? You're going to revert back to, okay, this is how, no matter what's going on, I'm going back to that. This is what he's saying just on the field. I'm going back to everything that I've been training and teaching myself. So, that's pretty much, like, that's what this thing is all about. And I want to sum it up. He don't even know. I'm going to ask him this type of question, but I want to end this question here because it's like, people can see, like, yeah, you got your obvious, your pops ain't in the household, but you are, being raised by your mama, your aunties, all that different stuff. And shout out to Miss Donna, shout out to Ron too, because they let me do what I do with him, and they, like, thank y'all for letting me, like, seriously, let me have y'all baby, help take care of y'all baby with y'all, because it does take a village to raise a child. But where I'm getting at is, you obviously went through what you went through, but, losing your papa, obviously losing, not having your sister there, like, losing a sister before you was even born, not having your sister there, and, probably all the stuff that went from that, with your mom and all that, obviously you got that type of stuff is what, y'all went through, like, personally, with that, losing your papa, and then let's get to, losing two of your classmates. And when I say this, not just his classmates, his two classmates that he lost are like his dogs, like, they ones. One of them is my cousin, the other one Kiki. I got to coach both of them. Like, watching their relationship, they dynamic. Like I said, he more conservative, like, with his feelings, but, like, when he talks to me about something, like, he has, like, pictures, messages, like, videos with these boys at their house, in school, like, them was his day ones, and, like, this, but you just turned 20, right? Yeah. He's lost two of his day ones. He's 20 years old. He done lost two of his day ones to tragic accidents or tragic incidents. And it's like, going through that, then losing your papa, like his papa on top of that, papa, one of his main supporters, like, through it all, like I'm telling you, both, but man, I forgot both of your papas, like, both of his papas is like his, like, biggest fans, like, they there, biggest supporters, whatever he need, like, to lose both of your papas and two of your best friends, like how, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we don't talk about that a lot, but you really gotta get all into it, but, like, how does that give you more motivation to get out there and do what you need to do?
Yeah, that's really all I need, really. Every time I get on that knee and run out that tunnel, that's the first people I think about. I'm out there doing it all for them, they pushed me when they was here. They pushed me to be the best I can be. I used to have talks with both of my pawpaws, both of my dogs, We had them talks about my future, and I told them what I wanted to do, and that's everything I'm doing now. So with me doing that, it felt so, like, some things life.
Yeah.
Life happens. So when it happened, I ain't running hard. I ain't tuck my tail. I ain't do none of that. I attacked it face on, and it is what it is. It's reality. So I gotta always overcome stuff. So things happen. It's the way you react, though. It's the way you overcome stuff and shake back. So, that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just I'm just proving to them that to my papa, they already know I'm that big kid now. I'm not I'm not the little grandson no more. I'm big dog now, To my brothers, I just want to show them that, I'm holding my word, I got all them voice messages, all them pictures, all the things we done talked about, I'm gonna let them know that, yeah, I'm really doing it. Like, everything we done talked about, the late night we done talked about, and the voice, all that, I'm doing it. Like, I'm just showing them that, y'all still here with me through the whole way, Forever love.
For real, like, the reason why I ended it with that, like, I'm just, in one, two pieces, just how I feel about, this whole situation and everything. It's like I told him earlier when we were setting up for this, I'm like, I think it's really reality, really hitting, like, that we're really in this position, because it's so crazy, like, before this season even started, like, we working out when we was doing speed school at my house, and we had that talk on the tree, and we talked about, like, this moment right here. I was like, hey, man, got some stuff I gotta do, like, financially. I was like, hey, when I get things back rolling, like, I got you, like, you're gonna be the first one, like, you're the first one right here, and, like, ain't gonna be nothing little, like, I'm gonna bless you, like, really, like, blessing the game, and, like, seeing, not only like that's just speaking on like myself, like just being in that position. He gonna be the first of, I really just don't want to say many. When I say many, it ain't gonna be many. It's gonna be, if it's more than just one, if it's more than just every kid that's sitting in this seat right here and be like, I really, it's bigger than just ball, it's bigger than sports. So back to what he just talking about, like, I just want to piggyback off of that. It's like, I watched him, and it's like, being, not having like I'm not showing my pops and nothing like that, but like, not having somebody there that's like, in that corner. Like, my dad was more like I would say more like a cheerleader. Like, he was like there for me, like for the games. Like, he was always in that support. He put the ball in my hand. He let me love the game, and I love you, Pops, for that. And it's like, but not having that like a male figure to let me know, like, hey, when this happened to you in life, everything can't shut down. Like, you can't just stop. Somebody passed away, something go on. You can walk home, for instance, walk home, eviction notice on the door, mama in a hospital, and then had 2 strokes, trying to work 2 jobs. You can't just stop everything. You still gotta go get it. You still gotta go work. Stuff like that really caused me to, like, and not handle it like he did as a man. And he know, like, when I get choked, when I'm stopping up like this, it's just because I'm just so passionate about what I'm saying. Him going through that and losing, like I said, to his papa, people that he close to, like, it'd be time, hey, Chase, you finna come to the crib, now I gotta go see my papa, I bet I like respect. Like, he really going to go see him every time, like, spend time with his grandparents, like, then his boys, like I said, they really was like locked in. When I was here coaching them freshman year, them boys was inseparable, like, but that's insane to lose one to a tragic, you know what I'm saying, situation, and another one to an accident. It's like, I'm watching him like, hey, like, it's tough, I mean, this hurt, I gotta do it for him, like, I gotta keep going, like, look what he just said, like, boom, like, Maury sitting there talking, hey, you and Coach Tuck, da-da-da-da, like, everything y'all doing together, like, it's what it is, I'm ready to see y'all at the next level. Like, he telling him, I'm coming to your games, like, whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna get to your games, like I believe in you, like, bro, Kiki, like, both of them boys was like real genuine supporters of what no hate moaning their body. Like, Maury went his path, but he still supported what he had going on. Kiki was a hooper in sports. Like, even though, Chase getting a little more notoriety with the D1 stuff, Kiki's still a good, but he ain't hating on nothing he got going on. Right. They genuinely supporting him, and it's like, to lose people like that in your corner at such a young age, and watching how he is not just handled, because we all know death is a continuous thing, how he's handling it is like, bro, it's top notch, bro. And I really, like, I'm telling you, this is why, like, I'm telling you, like, it don't matter what happens from this day forward on the field, like, field-wise. Like, everything that he doing is, like, you legendary, bro. Like, you doing stuff that's beyond, like, people only see, oh, we had this many yards, he did this in college, he did this in high school, we do it all the time. We get to competing out on the field, we talk about who better this and that, but what you doing is, at the age you at and where I was at, what you doing, you're beyond levels past, and that's what it's for. When he told me, hey, I look up to you, for the next thing he said after that, I'm gonna be better than you, and it's like, that's what's happening right now, and it's like, all I can say is, bro, I'm proud of you, and I'm gonna tell you this on camera, we done already talked about this in person, everything that's coming from me ain't nothing that I'm just doing because it's him. Like, you deserve it. Like, everything that's coming your way, and we know it's coming your way beyond what we got this NIL. You got more opportunities on the table. From me, I'll tell you this, and this for any other athlete that's, come up under my branch, like, he deserves it as far as handling himself on and off the field, but also, I mean, you got to show results on the field. Like, the results cause we already supposed to been doing this, but the fact that it happened when he become out, is why I told him, like, it all lined it up perfectly, like, and you deserve every dollar, like, and shout out to PV, like, Jack done put it in his recruiting, like, message, like, they do got NIL, and, you know what I'm saying, like, whatever's coming for him, like, if it is coming, if it's not, nonsense, until we all know he that guy is coming, and it's like, you deserve it, like, you deserve it as me, any other deals that you get outside, you deserve it, ain't nothing given, you worked for this, you stayed down, you was grinding when your stomach was hurting, you was grinding when you ain't had this, when you ain't had that, and like I said, all that stuff, that's between us, but we know, like, you deserve it, you're supposed to be here, proud of you, boy, love you, man, oh, go talk, man, y'all see it, man, and we out, man.